Let's talk about the BLK primes of the world. Let's talk about the MVPs of the world.
Welcome back to Boxing on Rap with another lunchtime video. Now, this video was funny to make because recently in Mill City Boxing, there was an interview with Bill Haney, and in that interview, they were talking about promotions and things like that, and where will Haney fight next, etc., etc., etc. And it seems like Bill Haney is reluctant to really talk about the other platforms where his son could be potentially fighting at, as you saw there. And he wanted to focus on the lesser-known products, like Prime and MVP and such like that. And there's been rumors around the boxing world for a little while now that maybe, and this was predicted by a lot of people, once the lawsuit came about from Bill Haney towards promoter Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy, and also the fighter Ryan Garcia for battery. So he basically wanted reparations and repayments from Oscar and from for fees unpaid, according to him, and allegedly, and also wanted to recover monies from Ryan for battery because there was unwanted touching. That sounds crazy, right? Unwanted touching in the sense that he took Ostarine and did not sign up to be hit by a person under the influence of a performance-enhancing drug. That's where the battery charge comes from. But there were people reporting that this is probably not a good idea because then more than likely it's going to damage his brand. Because if he's suing promoters and fighters, then who's to say that that's not something that he will continue to do in the future? And is that a good look? Furthermore, he was already having problems with the Zone in getting funding for fights. If you remember, there was a purse bid for the Martin fight, and that fight was not going to happen. And it didn't happen because there was just no one bid on it. There was no interest in Devin Haney whatsoever. As far as an attraction, now as an opponent paired up with somebody great, there's a lot of interest. But him on his own, he's just not a lucrative fighter. He's not an exciting fighter. So we're already having problems in getting fights for Devin Haney in that sense. Now, in this way, after this devastating loss, number one, because whether you say Ostarine has something to play with it or not, he failed to just even dodge the left hook at any point in a given time. If you're saying that gave him super speed and that's why he couldn't dodge it, okay, then fine. Ostarine gave him super speed. But he could not get over the flaws that let him get hit over and over and over with that left hook. And since it was a one-sided beating, once the lawsuit came out, and then so it put a further stain on Devin Haney by Bill, especially when Bill just won't let it die, right? So there was all that speculation whether or not other promotions will still want to work with him, and the fact that he hasn't even landed a fight, has gotten anywhere near a fight, has no announcement, has even been close to being announced at all or sniffed around by anyone, leads a lot of credence to the rumor that maybe he's being blackballed by these bigger promotions, and that maybe he's only going to be desolated to these and relegated to these smaller promotions or upcoming new upstart promotions like Prime and MVP, who maybe will host his fights. Now MVP will probably be the most likely candidate because he has fought on the Jake Paul before as a undercard fight. Which is a fall from grace where he wanted to be. Now, but unfortunately, that's a damage that I think that he has caused himself, or his father has caused him, but he has, by proxy, let it happen because he also did not stop his father from doing so. So, it's leading to see more and more, to be more and more than likely, this hesitation from other big promotions to put any money behind Bill Haney and Devin Haney as a fight and put a lot of money behind a promotion unless there's a big name attached to it. If there's no big name attached to it, I don't think they're going to take anything because there's no upside to Devin Haney as far as ticket sales. Him by himself, I mean, there might be a little bit of curiosity to see how he looks when he comes back, but as far as an attraction on its own, is no one really going to pay attention to that. Turkey Al Sheikh and Riyadh season may be another one, but again, that's working with the Zone a lot, and the Zone is, Matchroom, and Matchroom, at least they are partnered with the Zone, have a working relationship with the Zone. So, and they don't have the best of relationships, Matchroom and Devin Haney. So maybe more than likely this is what is going on, and this is why we probably haven't seen Devin in the ring or any announcement of a fight even nearing with Devin Haney or anyone else. And it probably will be a little while longer. And if that's the only way he can get back in the ring, then I suggest they do so, and I suggest they do it as soon as possible. And if it's a tomato can, it's a tomato can, but he needs to get back in the ring with his own BLK Prime or MVP, wherever it may be, he needs to do it. And hey, he has Devin Haney Promotions, right? Maybe you just fund your own promotion, your own event, and get out there and put it on something. Put it on YouTube, put it on ProBox. Do something, but he needs to get something out there. I'm sure ProBox wouldn't mind hosting it. So, but this is where he has fallen, I think. Now, maybe all this goes away, and if he waits a little longer, and Bill is able to just be quiet, let it blow over a little further, and then maybe a Prime Video or the Zone or somebody else who might want to put some money behind Devin again and get him up in the ring. But let me know, what do you think? Do you think that he's being blackballed? Do you think this is the reason why he hasn't gotten in the ring yet, hasn't had an opponent announced or any fights in the works? Is it because you think he's being blackballed, or you think this is just a part of the plan? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video, and I'm out. Peace.
Listen.